welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Welcome to another sit down video where we get to sip and talk and basically go into a bit of therapy and a bit of reflection on how life has been. If it is your first time here, welcome king, welcome queen, hello darling. Thank you so much for subscribing. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, so lalela, do the right thing, do the right thing, do the right thing, do the right thing. You already made it down to 30 seconds of this video, so just like the button, and if you have not subscribed yet, do the right thing and subscribe. Alright, so it brings me to sit down with y'all today and to have a little sit down. I'm having myself an apple spritzer here. Grab whatever you want to drink. I thought of doing a story time, but I was like, let me just hold off a bit on them. Maybe next time. It is a Monday, it's a public holiday, and I was kind of confused whether it's a Sunday or not. But anyway, here I am in my own space, enjoying the view, enjoying my long weekend. Child, that has been nothing but quiet. Nothing but quiet, which triggered a thought in my mind, and I was like, yazin, growing up, umuntu thought that they would be experiencing life with either their families in the sense of a husband, a child, you know, friends, bride, yes, don't get me wrong, those things happen, but like, if we're to really be honest, did we see our lives without friends growing up? No, because majority of the time we had a lot of friends around us. Up until adulthood came through, and adulthood was like, child, no, you're lying. First of all, adulthood means going by an entire month, 2 months, 3 months, even 8 months, at worst a year, without communicating or connecting with your friends. And one might argue and say, yeah, but badala manje, we're all grown now, and friendship doesn't really mean a thing. You're lying. You're lying. I'm gonna stop you right there and call you to order. You're lying. There's no man that's an island, and there's no one that's gonna do this life thing alone. If you get into hospital today, God forbid, if you get into hospital today, are you telling me that you're going to be okay with receiving no visitors? Exactly. Imagine yourself in a hospital bed, dying or critically ill, and nobody's calling you, nobody's checking. Your colleagues are not going to do that. They're going to do that every now and then, or maybe every other second time. But I mean, they've got families too. Let's get real. Let's get real. Have we become such bitter people, such hurt people, such closed off people to say that we really don't need friends?
Wow.
Because I mean, guys, like, a lot has happened in our lives, I'm sure. I mean, I can speak for myself. But you know, growing up, I realized, when I grew up, the magazines I read, the fairy tale stories I read, Little Red Riding Hood even had, I don't know, these was it dwarfs? Or was that Cinderella? I don't know, but most of these fairy tale stories that we had people to talk to every now and then, whether it was animals, whether it was people, whether it was, I mean, Pinky and the Brain have been friends for the longest time, and you know Pinky and the Brain at your age, because I mean, that was one friendship that you knew Uguti, they balanced each other. The one was the Pinky, the one was the Brain, you know what I mean? But I'm simply saying, man, have we gotten that bitter? Are we that bitter? Are we that hurt in life? Have we? Yes, don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. People are just toxic naturally. Some people are bad. Some people are really just bad energy. Some people are really bad vibes, you know. And even getting along with them is a lot of work, because some people really make it easy for you to not want to be around them. And that is the truth. And it's okay. But no man is an island, guys. No man is an island. I can tell you now, I have a lot of girls and guys kings and queens that I speak to on a daily. But I can tell you now that I don't regard them as my ride or die friends. And obviously I'm not saying that they should die for me, but if they want to, it's okay. But I'm not Jesus, so maybe not. You know what I mean? But I have a lot of those. I mean, I have few of those. And even those people, I'm lucky to even communicate them in a week or in 2 weeks or in 2 months, because sometimes we get so worked up, you know, so overwhelmed with a lot of things, and we forget to nurture all these other relationships. Why? Because we're all working for the money. We're all working to provide for our partners, to be the best partner. So much effort for this one aspect of our life, or 2 aspects of our life, which is generally career and a relationship with your life partner at the end of the day. But no focus goes into nurturing friendships. You can't say, hey, wangilahla loyo, hey, you know, this one discarded me, direct translation. You know, this one did this. Oh no, that happened. Yes, given fact, there are some really real reasons why you should cut people off, and I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer in that. But also, I've learned also to cut people off and just be okay with still having them around with me. But I know my limits, I know my boundaries with them, and I know that whatever it is that I have to interact with regarding them, or that whatever it is that I have to interact with them about, it's not that deep anymore. So it has no power in affecting me in any kind of way, right? And I am definitely sure that I have not been the best friend or the best type of friend that someone could have asked for, and I can rightfully own that if they came up to me and told me. You know, we've all got different reasons why friendships don't work and why some friendships work. But just like relationships, it takes 2 to tango. It takes you and that other person. But right now we're living in a society where it's okay, and I love it that we are comfortable with just being in our own spaces and just living in our own lives and just, you know, minding our own business, being in your own space and watching whatever, you know, just in your own company. We've really come a long way in terms of embracing that, because if you look at the positive side of that, we get to save money, hopefully, if you're not doing online shopping and ordering and you know, we get to really save money and all of that, you know, and it's good. Well done. I love it for me too. But there are some days where you just really feel like, this is not. Pella, let's be honest, even staying on your own, get depression. Yes, being on your own does create hormonal imbalances. Your mind needs to engage. Your mind needs to grow. Your mind needs to be challenged. Your mind. So now you're single. You're always frustrated at work. You come home, you're alone. Where is your point of interacting socially? Because you're always cooked up. Because when people have hate you, people have this. Listen, guys, snap out of it. Let us snap out of it. We need to really do some introspecting and some reevaluating and you know, some restructuring here and there, and just really sit down with ourselves and be like, listen, I'm very sure that I can coexist with someone and just have boundaries with them. You know, I'm very sure that as much as that friendship didn't work out, there's still something good that could happen, that I could get out of it. But now, no, darling, we have just become so selfish. We have just become so, you know, how are you even going to meet your life partner if you don't have a friend that's going to invite you anyway? You understand? How are you even gonna? So when you're, for example, you're online shopping to wear those clothes only to work, but never to dates, never to social gatherings, to brides and whatnot. Come on, guys, and take it from me. This is the person who had deliberately said, as in, Mina, I'm always like, I'm gonna put it blatant, like I'm gonna put it plainly in English. I am the kind of person that is really, really like gwa ngamaf, ogumhlophe vibes, you know. Direct translation, I'm very scarce. I'm very scarce, and I'm just always just like, you know, when I show up, it's always like, she's there, and then, you know, yeah, because I genuinely just like that, because I don't want people too much in my business. I don't want to be in people's business as well, but I need a social life. You need a social life. Your partner, your life partner, your spouse, your children, on everything in this life. Create a balanced life. Create a balanced, you know, have a balanced life. Just have a balanced life. I promise you, if we could really, really nurture friendships and rekindle certain friendships that we know for a fact were good, the divorce rates would go down. Some employment stats, rates, whatever you want to call it, would go down. Depression, certain illnesses would go down. Guys, that's about as much that I can think of. But you like, I think you get what I'm trying to say. Do you get? There's just a lot. There's just a lot that we have selfishly embraced or set as a way of life now. Which I know when you're older, your friends are very few. Yes, because people grow up, they change. But don't now say just because you're all grown and those people that were your friends, you're not friends with them anymore. And that level in life that you are at, in that current level, there are people in that level or in that stage that are beneficial for you. There are people in that level, in that stage in life that are of great influence to you, if you can only just open your eyes and stop being so too careful and too wary and too suspicious of people. Relax. Take what has been given to you by God. Embrace the different people that God has given to you in that level or that stage of your life, and actually ask God that, what can I learn from this person? Why is this person in my life? Trust me, they're not all that bad. And this is a testimony. This is a testimony now, because I've always been very skeptical of people, because I've gotten burnt way too many times. But I've asked myself, why? They haven't given me any reason. Why am I still living in my pain? Why am I still living in my hurt? Why am I still living in my assumption? Why am I living in assumptions? Why am I assuming for people? Why? That's wrong. That is wrong. And it's always been me projecting. It was always me projecting onto people, because I'm the one who had trust issues, and I felt like they are not trustworthy. Do you get? And person was just there to make me laugh, to vent, to help me become a more prayerful woman, to help me become, you know, like, guys, as I close off this video, I'm just calling on us all. If I was a pastor, this is an altar call. I love those moments. Allow me to submit. Anyway, retrack. This is just a call to say, I think at this point we have all seen what isolation does, the good and the bad. We have also seen what not letting go does for us. We've also seen what loneliness does. We felt what loneliness does. You can argue and say you're not lonely. It's okay. That's on you. But you can be alone, but you should not be lonely. That's the difference. When you being alone starts feeling lonely, that's the problem. Open up yourself, not to everybody. Pray for the spirit of discernment to know why certain people are in your life, and for what. You know, do your part in doing good to others as well, as they are also there to do good for you. Trust me, everything works together for the good at the end of the day. Everything works together for the good. Romans 8 verse 28. And with that said, my darlings, thank you so much for tuning in to today's vloggy vlog and today's sit down. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, okay? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Be a friend. Oh, guys, come on. Subscribe and like. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.